guys, I come from a world, you guys know, I've done a lot of rehearsal acting. I'm a big stand-in. That has been my big thing out here. When I moved here, I started doing background. I got the opportunity to stand in for Joseph Gordon-Levitt on The Dark Knight, or it was on Inception. It was on Inception. And I kind of ran off the races after that. I got Dark Knight Rises. I worked on Secret Life of an American Teenager. I mean, I've worked through the years on American Horror Story. I've worked for Paul Rudd in Quantum Mania, Tom Cruise on Top Gun Maverick. When my boy Ryan Babs had an emergency, he took off and I filled in and took over for that job. And I love it. I've worked for a lot of these people. I understand that job. And I can tell you that job has never been treated the way it should be in my book, because they call it stand-in. They say a moving prop, you're replaceable. They've been doing some shady shit with stand-ins too recently, which I want to shut down. We're working on that right now. I'm on the rehearsal stand-in committee right now here in LA. So we're trying to fix some of that. But I want to restructure what it is to actually be a stand-in across the board. I have a new breakdown for it, which I will go through in detail later, but it's going to pretty much be like, I want background and I want stand-ins to get opportunities for auditions. So our stand-ins, you're working on a regular show? First of all, I'm going to kill the name stand-in. It's not going to be stand-in anymore. It's called rehearsal actor. And when that job becomes rehearsal actor, which we've been fighting for already in the actual board, there's some backlash on that. Some people don't want to be called a rehearsal actor. But you know what? That's going to be a rehearsal actor. We cover for the actors when they're not there. We're doing off-camera dialogue. We're running the scenes. We're doing the blocking. We're helping camera. We're doing all of that. We're asked to step in all the time. And I think my big fight for this is going to be like, okay, let's start getting paid more and add this to be a new category and also put in more responsibilities. We're already doing it. Let's just get paid for it. That's what I say too. So I'm going to start also incentivizing productions to be like, get your rehearsal actors auditions. Just give them auditions. All we want is opportunity. All right? That's all we want. So auditions built into that too. And I want to build that whole thing up to revolutionize that, because I know that job better than any other job here. I've been there and I've been stomped on. I've been there. Like I said about background, when I worked on a show called Wicked City, let me tell you guys that. Wicked City, it got canceled, by the way. I came in for the 7th stand-in. I was the 7th stand-in that was hired. Episode 3, the producer and director hated stand-ins talking. If you open your mouth, you were fired. Didn't matter. So they fired 7 people before me. I came in, I bit my tongue, I realized that, but that's not the way to treat people. We're not going to do that anymore. When we change the name of rehearsal actor, it's going to change the whole dynamic of it. And we're going to actually sell it to the studios and be like, this is how we fix this. We're also going to make a database. There's going to be a rehearsal actor database under Brian KRUSE. What that means, I'm going to get this whole conglomerate of all the rehearsal actors that have been already working for a long time. We got a lot over at Central Casting that have this already. We're going to use that database, hire those people first. And then when we go outside of that is when we don't have anybody that isn't working that can actually fill the job. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start getting our people back to work that are qualified for the job. And when we do that, the producers will see how well we can actually do this job and what it means to production. That's what we're going to do for rehearsal actors. We're going to revolutionize this whole new category, changing it. And this is what I'm doing across the board, guys. I'm going to go back to the panel, because across the board, we do little things all the time, right? We do little things at SAG-AFTRA. It's a little percentage. This last contract was the biggest one we've actually tried to revolutionize and change, I would say. But it's always little things. 3% raise here, something like this. I want to take these contracts and I want to start working towards new contracts across the board that have these all instilled upon them. I would like less contracts. I just hate all these contracts. I don't know what they are. What am I working? What's my rate? The reps don't know either. Everybody's confused. And I want to start simplifying this a little bit. Now, of course, there's going to be ultra low stuff. There's going to be mega big budget, and there's going to be mid tier. Okay. And there's a lot of legacy contracts. It's going to take some time, because after I made these contracts that say like a producer, the show can get canceled, but they have like 2 years to start a new show up, and they can keep those same guidelines under that same production. And they can do that for 3 or 4 seasons, cancel it, and have 2 more years to keep it going. Some of these legacy contracts, people aren't getting paid enough and aren't being treated well, are still going. They're still going. And we're working on moving them up, but they're still not right. And so we got to get rid of them. We need someone to say these aren't right. Yep. We need someone there to say these aren't right and to put forward what that is. And so I'm talking about revolutionizing everything. I'm not talking about little things. I'm talking about breaking everything down. I'm going to start this cabinet. We're going to start working day one with all the I'm going to find people from every department. Every department. I want them to meet with me. We're going to talk about it. We're going to work through my ideas and theirs to make this better. That's my idea. Okay? No more jumping around. No more like not caring about this. We got to go ground level and build up again. We have to do it. Mm-hmm. And rehearsal actor means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I've gone through that job, and I know the struggles with it. I know the responsibilities, and I know that it gets treated like crap a lot of times, but then they expect the world of you, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We already had a strike. We're not going to have a strike, Richard Tracy. We will not have a strike. Not under Brian KRUSE. We will not have a strike because at the time we get to our next contract negotiation, we're going to have this worked out.